Good morning. It seemed that YouTube froze for a minute there. This is Bremster, and I'm just going to play some Jesse. I'm just taking advantage of the Mother's Blessing event. I'm a little brain fried. It's been a weird weekend, and I just want to do something just to chill and be a bit dumb. That sounds like Diablo 4 to me. There'd been couple of interesting things that I do want to talk about shortly. There's been a couple of bits of news in the ARPG world, and one of the news posts there was a big discussion, and basically it was an update post about Diablo 4 and when the next expansion was coming and releases and bugs. Hey, Butterfly and Eric. And of course, the PoE fans came out in force in order to basically just lambast and, you know, say how bad Diablo 4 was. And I've realized that looking at player counts, it seems that Diablo 4 is still getting more players than PoE. That makes sense to me because PoE is getting sort of more players on Steam, but I'm not playing Diablo 4 through Steam. I'm playing Diablo 4 through Battle.net, and I think most people are. So, you know, it's... I don't know. I expect that there's this weird disconnect happening there. So everyone's saying that all of these PoE fans are saying that Diablo 4 is bad, but Diablo 4 is getting a lot of players. The other thing I noticed is the PoE players are really active on social media, and I think that's because playing PoE means standing in your personal hideout thing and waiting for trades to happen. Whereas if you're playing Diablo 4, you're doing this. You're running around, you're killing monsters, you're engaging with the content. Whereas if you're playing PoE, you are not engaging with the content. You're waiting around for trades to happen. So, yeah. Now, I'm back in Torment 4, which could be a challenge. And I fully acknowledge it could be a challenge. So, yeah, PoE players are definitely more active on social media, and I think that's because playing their game means that they're sitting there watching YouTube videos and engaging with social media, because playing for their game is sitting in town waiting for people to message them. Which is not the case for playing Diablo 4. Playing Diablo 4, I often can't even keep up with chat. Well, it is what they do. I mean, because you need to trade to play PoE. Every single PoE player I know says that you need to trade to play PoE, but in order to trade in PoE, you're just sitting around waiting for whispers from people saying, I want to buy this item off you. And if you don't respond in like 20 seconds, then they consider you to be an AFK player. So if you're doing this and not just sitting there reading your chat, I'm going to start leaving non-ancients behind, I think. At least for a while. I have heaps of gold.
It is done.
Or ancestrals. I keep calling them ancients for some reason. Seven degrees is insane. Well, yesterday hit 40 here, just. Well, 39.8, I'm rounding. Yeah, okay, I think I need to pick up these legendaries. They're bugging me, they're blocking my map. Oh, I'm not running with potions either.
It is done.
Whoa! I try not to. Today's going to be another day over 30. Toxic Alchemists. I don't think I'm using Toxic Alchemists. Movement speed, damage, and dexterity. I'm not using that anyway, so that is junk. Smiting. I'm not using that. So I will trash the junk. I'm going to do my normal trick of putting these away to be checked. And then I'm going to sell
Very good. Thank you.
all of that. And then I'm going to go back and try and clear out this whisper section. Yeah, they've really upped the drops in Diablo, and I don't mind that, but it would be nice if what would happen is, I mean, either a loot filter so that loot doesn't appear, like Last Epoch and Path of Exile, although Path of Exile's loot filter, again, is apparently you go to a third-party website, you code it using a programming language, and then load it as an add-on into your game. In other words, we don't want to code it into our game, we're going to get our players to do it for us. Hooray! Why are these people celebrated as the best ARPG designers? It's like, yeah, we couldn't be bothered coding this stuff. It's boring, so we're just going to get the players to do the coding for us. It's not coding your ARPG. Whoa. It amazes me how incredibly over the top their fan base is. Considering if that behavior was expressed in any other situation, people would consider it to be just, it's just insane to me. Ah, crap, I pushed the wrong button. The problem that Diablo has is the items that drop are worth so much and you need the money and the resources that not picking stuff up feels actually kind of broken. Now, they've overcome that in games like Last Epoch by turning around and saying stuff isn't worth much money. So, leaving stuff behind doesn't actually make you feel like you're losing anything, whereas in Diablo, you really feel like you're missing stuff if you leave stuff behind. Huge. I don't know how I feel about these pyres, I really don't. So you get hit by one poison effect. Oh, I missed him. Why can't I cast? It's not letting me cast at him. There are modes of playing where if you die, you're just over. But apart from that, no, not that I'm aware of. I will never play hardcore. I don't understand the attraction. I mean, there are cults everywhere, Butterfly. I mean, I have no problems with people having their massive fandoms.
Come back if you need the
We're all part of it. I've missed a couple of items there.
A fine.
But they're constantly in posts about Diablo 4 saying how bad Diablo 4 is, and it's like, why are you here? Like, what benefit do you gain from being here? Go play your own game. And the answer is, and I only realized it this morning, they are playing their own game. But playing their own game is literally sitting in town, just waiting for messages. Now, when I finish this run, I'm going to try and see if I can make one of those good gems and see if I've got upgrades. It's the boring bit of the game, but I should do it.
Thank you, stranger.
I have realized that basically there is a style of ARPG that would be perfect for me, or a mechanisms in ARPG that would be perfect for me. And it's more roguelike than ARPG mechanisms. But it's basically, you make gear that is well itemized, moderately easy to get. So it's like, you need to find gear with the right stats for you. Great. And then you literally then just say, the goal now is to improve the gear. That's not bad. The goal now is to improve the gear, and what you're doing is you are literally just chasing the currency to, or you're grinding in order to just get items which you spend to try and improve the gear. You're not really trying to do this huge, RNG push. It's like, spend time, and it could be RNG to a degree, but you spend time, you get gear, you turn the gear into items of perfection, and then you spend items of perfection to try and improve the gear you've already got. Because otherwise, and that just basically means that there's a time commitment in order to try and get the right thing. Because the winners, like people are saying, oh, we're racing to, complete a ladder or anything. The winners in a game like this are the people who just are more lucky. And it would still be that to a degree, but let's go rings. Okay, so the pants are concussive strikes. I think I'm using concussive strikes. I am. And that's a best roll concussive strikes. Now, and the pants are terrible. So I'm actually going to do that. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab my boots, which are only one off the best. And I'm going to do this, and that's going to take them from 24% increased damage to 25. I'm going to imprint, and we're done. Great. Now, everything else was, I put the amulet in here. Actually, I didn't need to do that, but whatever. Oh. Infiltrators, adventurers.
Another time then.
Not sure, so they go in. Oh, no, they just get salvaged. They're not ancient. Great. Then I sell all of these. Then I spend a lot of open a lot of caches. Then I open another cache. Then I open another cache. Then I open another cache. go sell some of some of these.
A fine deal.
Non-ancient items. Open another cache. Braiding of the sightless eye. Okay, let's see what that is. So let's go to my stable. Let's pick a horse that I actually like for this. So let's turn off the braiding. Yeah, cool. I don't like it. Don't like that either. Or that. I'm going to run with that. Okay. So, we now go up here. So, this is Blade Dancer. I'm not using Blade Dancer, but I will trash that anyway. Everything else is not potentially an upgrade. So, I go here. I put these into my stash. I sell everything else.
Very good. Thank you. Come back.
Then I come back to here, I get all of these items out, and I have a look and see if any of them are potentially upgrades. Okay, so I'm using Cowl of the Nameless. I'm using a different bow. Swords. So the sword that I'm using, which I still have non-ancient, which is terrible. The sword that I'm using, crit strike, dexterity, and maximum life. Now I'm using crit strike, dexterity, and maximum life. What I'm really after is a roll on the crit strike. Then it's damage to distant, I believe, and chance for rain of arrows to deal double. And I've got fairly good rolls on both of those. So I'm literally going to say sword, I'm okay. Gloves, crit strike damage, dexterity, and attack speed. Except I need the maximum life at the moment. Now, what I really want on ring is, yeah. So amulets I don't need. So let's get rid of all this junk.
The forge is always hot.
Now, rings. Energy on kill is terrible. Crit strike damage, dexterity, resist all. So those two are crap. Out of all of this stuff, one of them has had a potential to be good.
Well, let's have a look.
If I can turn the crit strike chance into resist all, which is possible, but incredibly unlikely. Except I just did. That is going to be a huge upgrade if I can now temper it correctly. I want ranks to innovation and damage to distant. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? Damage to distant will be here. And this I want ranks to innovation. +1 to innovation. Oh, crap. I'm going to try again. Two to innovation. Then up here, I want damage to distant if I can get it. Like that. That is now pretty much perfect. How much opusite do I have? Some, not a lot.
That looks worn. I can fix it.
Okay.
Never seen something finer.
Not great, but
The stars made manifest. How can I help?
I'm going to put that in for now. So my resistances are up there now. So that's good. And put these runes. I'll point out, runes should just have their own tab, and it shouldn't be like this. It literally should have, each should have their own slot and they just go in. It should be, that's one thing that PoE 2 does well, and Last Epoch is getting better at. So, I believe there's a gem called Friend of the Bog, which would be really good for me.
You have something. Show me.
What was the other ones? Voice of the Stars. That would be really good. And Moonlight Ward. Okay, so the one that I made here, Vulture Talon, I'm assuming is toward Friend of the Bog. For Friend of the Bog, I need Vulture Talon, Weak Compact, and Vile Phylactery. For Vile Phylactery, can I even get to this? I may not even be able to get to this. Toadling's Wish and Pointed Finger. I want to make one Toadling's Wish. I can't make a Pointed Finger because I don't have enough diamond fragments. Are you kidding me? This is so annoying. There's just not enough gem fragments in the game anymore. Now, I can turn things into gem fragments, but the loss is so high, and I'm going to need things from other ones. Like, to make diamond fragments, they've really ruined this. To make diamond fragments, one diamond fragment is like 200 of these other things, which I also need. So it's just not worth it. And then there's the other gems are also going to need diamond frag. I'm never going to be able to make one of these legendary gems. Like, it's just never going to happen. Like, I'm 20 sessions in, and I still don't have enough materials to get close to making one of them.
What ancestor cursed me with such ill?
And that's 20 sessions in, not 20 hours. And the build guides are all still turning around and saying, these are the gems you want to run with. They're not turning around and saying, here are the alternate gems you want to use. They're just saying, run with these gems. As if everyone has infinite access to the materials. They've definitely got the balance on those completely wrong. The gem and the seasonal reward cost of the occult gems is way too high. And I think they went it from, oh, we used to have the gems capped at like 100,000 and everyone filled them up in the first day. It's like, no lifers filled them up in the first day. So it's like putting 100,000 cost in is nothing. That's like a day's grinding. No, that's like 14 hours grinding. So if you make something cost multiple hundreds of thousands, then your average player will never see them. Oh crap, it's a conduit shrine. How have they still not got conduit shrines right? Like, Diablo 3 had them right for 15 years. Why is he absolutely just not taking any damage? So I recorded a puzzle last night. The video will come out in a couple of days. At the beginning of the video, I spent a bit of time explaining the ramifications of one of the rule sets, but I did also point out that I am not very familiar with the rule set. I have not solved a lot of puzzles with it. I know a lot of other people have. And then, partway through the video, I spend half an hour completely forgetting the ramifications of the rule set. So what I've ended up doing on that video is at one point, I put in a comment, which is I've effectively paused the video and I put in a note saying you can skip ahead to a chapter mark half an hour from now where you can find me actually not being such an idiot.
It is done.
Crap. That terrain did not look like it was going to trap me, but it did. Do I want to do this? No, I don't. You can. There are some interesting deductions I make in there. But I literally spend half an hour completely stuck for no reason whatsoever. I'm even sitting there going, I can't see how to untangle this, and it's right in front of me. I'm so angry at myself when I finally see it. I think I just spent the point in the wrong place. My armor is too low is my problem now. I don't know what to do about that.
The challenge.
But it was, to give you a hint, it was a yin-yang puzzle. And at the beginning, I explained the problems with checkerboarding and then used the checkerboarding to explain how the border would have to work. And then partway through, I completely and utterly missed the checkerboarding thing for half an hour. No, a full half an hour. I was like, oh, what? I make some interesting deductions trying to figure out how to solve the puzzle without the checkerboarding, but it was impossible. I needed to notice the checkerboarding, and I'm sitting there going, there's got to be a yin-yang thing here I'm missing. There absolutely was. I kept looking for 2x2s and not checkerboarding because I am a doofus. I'm looking for an other herb.
Is someone there?
Possibly, but sorry, a little busy right now. Can't save poor children. I'm like an American politician. I have to appear to be doing good things. I can't actually be doing good things. I actually have to be doing violence. So there's an animal in here I'm supposed to be escorting to a location. I can't see the animal. I don't know if I got it there or not. I have no idea what just happened. Apparently I did. Good.
It is done.
Okay, I actually have to teleport back to town anyway. Teleport back to town, instantly die. This is why you don't play hardcore in any game. Like, no mobs on screen, hit the teleport button, instantly die. Unstable imbuements. I think I'm using unstable imbuements, aren't I? No, I'm not. Oh well. And I'm not using a crossbow. Everything else gets sold.
A fine deal.
And then I go back. No, not a glitch. Mob ran from off screen, and because I was teleporting rather than doing any form of active defense, it would have instantly killed me. So had to teleport out. I'm not finding the... Okay, I'm not finding the corpse. I don't want to do the pyre. Definitely don't want to do that. This is gone. Oh, crap.
Is someone there?
Oh, okay.
The challenge.
I would probably be doing better if I actually went back to Torment 3 and did these faster. So everything is now ancient and fairly well itemized, except for this sword, which is still bad. I do think I spent the point in the wrong place. I absolutely did. I'm supposed to go there. Go deal with those. I should run some of those.
How can I help? The forge is always hot.
Bless and thank you.
Amulet is Juggernaut's Asturian, which is not going to be good. So I'm still going to go bam.
Don't ruin
Sell
my
all of this
precious
stuff.
stone.
Very good. Thank you.
What I did forget to do... Oh no, I did masterwork the new boots. Except it wasn't the new boots, it was the new ring. I need to get a lot more opusite. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to head down to the Kurast Bazaar, clicking on the teleport. If I click on the right location, that will help. Except I like running nightmare dungeons, actually. I was going to run some of these, but I like running nightmare dungeons. I'm going to try this on Torment 4, see how I go. I should be running on 3, because 3's just more fun. Because that doesn't keep happening. So apparently those altars do something if you found all the abilities. They level up an ability. So finding the altars is a good way of leveling up the abilities, which is good. So what I should be doing, actually, is buying all the cheap upgrades. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this one off because of my mobility. I don't think I've slayed any enemies in the ritual circle. because they don't walk into the circle. So the enemies, you have to slay them inside the circle, but they don't walk into the circle. So if you don't have an ability to pull them in, it's just dumb. Okay, so where's this other high priest? So these crossbows that can one-shot you from off the screen. Because they hit you for like all of your health, and then if they actually successfully hit you, will also poison you for like 4 times your health. Why is... What is going on? The chamber door is up there. I keep waking up every morning and checking to see if there's been the No Man's Sky patch deployed. All things considered, I'd rather be playing No Man's Sky. Okay. Yeah, Torment 4 is just dumb. I should be trying to finish the season journey. Can't interact while you're in Retribution. Not sure.
Father bless. What do you need?
No. Accelerating. I don't think I'm using accelerating. I am not using accelerating.
Well struck.
I suppose the question is, do I now have enough diamond fragments? Yeah, I do. So let's go to the tree. Yeah, I'm now on Torment 3. Let's go to the Tree of Whispers. So what I'm trying to make is a Friend of the Bog.
You have been busy.
So, Friend of the Bog. I need to make a Wicked Pact. Okay, so the thing that I was looking for then, for Friend of the Bog, was the Vile Phylactery. And to make the Vile Phylactery, I need to make a pointed finger. And I can now make a pointed finger. So now I can make a Vile Phylactery. And for Friend of the Bog now, I need to make a Wicked Pact. I can make a Wicked Pact. And now I can't make a Friend of the Bog because I need 100,000 diamond fragments. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Whatever. See, so literally I have been running this game for what, 20 sessions, totaling what, maybe 60 or 70 hours, and I do not have enough materials to make one of the 3 items that the beginning build that that Maxroll says you should be running should have. It's insane. I'm like half of the way. This is why all of the other sites that were doing build guides have basically stopped because they can't compete with Maxroll, and the quality of the Maxroll guides has gone so low. They are so badly done. So I still have 4,000 here. So let's buy all the ones I don't have. What? Oh no, they're here. I'll probably just right click.
I thought you might choose this.
Max rank, max rank, max rank, max rank. So I've maxed rank in the ones that I really, really care about, except this one. I'd love for it to be putting ports into there. Oh yeah, if you play this without a build guide, the game is designed around you having a perfectly optimized build. So if you were to try and play this without, like, either spending a huge amount of time trying to perfect a build or without playing a build guide, you would get nowhere. That one's a no-brainer. That one's a no-brainer. Like, you can design your own builds, but there are people who design builds for this for a living. And there's no competing with them. And this is the same with things like, you know, people talk about Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2 with the... It's got to be that one and that one. People talk about Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2 as being a game with more choice than any other, and look at how scary all of the or how much option you have by looking at the character build planner and everything. But the really funny thing is, if someone turns around and says, "Hi, I'm trying to play this build and I just want some advice on this," people will turn around to the person and saying, "You're playing that build, or you're playing the build wrong, or you've spent the points in the wrong place. And you need to be following this guide, or you need to be putting the points in these places," which means it's the illusion of choice. It's not actually a real choice. You can't actually go too far off the path, because the game has been completely balanced around people making perfectly optimized choices. So because it's been balanced around perfect optimization, Last Epoch, interestingly enough, is one of the few that hasn't been balanced around perfect optimization. It's just the gearing is wrong. But if you're not following some sort of guide, or being prepared to spend a very long time figuring out, okay, these affixes, you know, there are 30 different affixes that my class is mixing with. This item will do this to this affix and give this multiplier or this additive bonus, or give this cooldown, and then this item will reduce this cooldown for these affixes, and that will interact with this, which will give these affixes, which will then allow me to use this other thing which plays with this. But if I'm running with limited slots, so if I take this one away, can I get that from something else? There are so many moving levers that you can either get someone else to do that work for you, or you spend literally dozens and dozens and dozens of hours not playing the game, just trying to figure out how it all works. And even then, unless you're doing it as a job, you're not going to come up with something better than is something that's already been just published to the internet. So you kind of just have to play what's been published to the internet. And because people are publishing these to the internet and doing it as a job, and as I said, their quality has really dropped recently, because a lot of the places have stopped doing it because people who are doing it as a hobby have stopped doing it as a hobby because they can't compete with the people who are doing it as a job. And the people who are doing it as a job have gotten really lazy because all the people who are doing it as a hobby have stopped doing it, so there's no competition for them anymore. But because all of these perfect build guides are being built, the game is being balanced around people playing with perfect builds. Because if you balance around non-perfect builds, then people who are following a perfectly balanced build won't have any challenge in the game. So what you could do is you could just play on a lower difficulty, but and you could do Torment 1 with a non-optimized build, no problem. So you could make up your own build and you could play Torment 1 and everything would be fine. The problem, of course, is in order to reward the people who are playing at a higher difficulty level, while everything can drop in Torment 1, the chances of stuff dropping in Torment 1 is so much, of the good stuff dropping in Torment 1 is so much lower, that you'll probably never see the stuff that people in Torment 4 are getting, or it'll take you so much longer that you feel like you're being punished for not playing the optimized build, and therefore you end up playing the optimized build. So it's this never-ending cycle of just constant punishment.
The forge is always hot.
A fine deal. May the light keep you.
Okay. Well, that went okay. Let's do another one. The weird thing is, I still like the genre. I'll just do the flames. Through the fire and flames. It is worse for PoE 2. It is the same for Last Epoch. It's basically the same for almost every ARPG, because they're games designed around efficiency. It's basically the same for almost every game now. It's the reason why my latest playthrough of Cyberpunk is going so much slower. Although one of the things I like about Cyberpunk is I'm not following a build guide this time. I'm just making it up. I didn't really follow a build guide last time. I kinda did, but not really. And like, I got some hints as to these are abilities you want if you're going to play a sniper build. And I had so much fun with that. But it doesn't really matter. You get enough points to be able to get everything you want. That doesn't happen in ARPGs. You don't get enough of everything, so you kind of got to be very precise in what you do. As I said, I would love a game like this if it was a case of you start with your gear, you get the ability to get sort of different sorts of gear, and then you just roll. Like, imagine the Last Epoch system where you get shards, you know, things are dropping like agility shards or strength shards or dexterity shards or whatever. I don't like that one. I'll take it though. You get the you get shards drop, and when you disenchant items, you get shards of the stats that were on the item. So imagine, for example, you had, you know, an item drops that was, you know, dexterity and cooldown reduction, and so when you salvage it, you get dexterity and cooldown reduction shards and all of that. Then you get the item that you're using. You don't need to hunt new items. You get the item that you are using, and you then simply roll the affixes onto that item until, or you spend the shards on that item and your items level up kind of similar to the way you do with XP. So getting the first few points of dexterity is quite easy and cheap, and you'll get up to that power level. And as you want to get more and more power, it takes more and more XP for the item in that slot. You basically give the stats on your items an XP bar for each possible thing that it can have. And that way, you don't feel like you're getting RNG'd out of the game. You pick what you want to level up. And if you change your build, all you need to do is start spending your stats on the different XP bar on the item. Sure, it takes trading out of the game, but the vast majority of people who play these games, there was a poll done, the vast majority of people who play these games actually play solo. They log on, they spend a bit of time, and if you could log on and say, oh, I'm going to get like 1,000 charge, which is going to get me half a point to the next upgrade on my next primary item or whatever, cool. Everything that drops you feel like is actually good for you. Where at the moment I'm getting this stuff and it's like, I don't really need it. No. And I'm dropping frames?
A fine deal.
But yeah, I think that would be a cool little system. You're leveling up your items as you go. And it's like, but that takes the RNG out of it. And it's like, not really. You could still do the codex, so you're wanting the, you're wanting to get the upgrade to those legendary powers that you're after. It's like, but once I've got it, I've got it. It's like, yes, you have. It's like, but the incremental power increases mean that it's not worth playing anymore. It's like, okay. I don't know, but it's like, at the moment it just feels like I can't seem to figure out how to get the resistances I need in any game that I'm playing. And all of this resistance stuff seems to be fully balanced around people who are playing hardcore. Oh, a lot of games have more freedom. As I said, in Cyberpunk, you've got all the freedom in the world. Why is it saying I'm not transmitting enough data? I don't know what's going on. Okay, an ancestral sky hunter. Which is not as good. Goodbye.
How can I help?
I have a very good mother's embrace.
Welcome to my home away from home.
Ghost Walker I'm not using, but I'm going to just trash the Ghost Walker. I'm going to junk that. Concussive Strikes can't be an upgrade anymore. I've got maximum rank of Concussive Strikes. So I'm just going to junk all of those. I think, yeah, that is not the right thing. So I'm going to junk those and sell those. I should be running Nightmare Dungeons is what I should be doing. Actually, what I might do, yeah, I was going to do Legion event. I don't know why it's saying it's not receiving enough video. Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I mean, it's frozen on my end. but it's working to you. I don't know what's going on. I could reload the stream and see. It could just be an error on my stream page. Yeah, I might do that actually. Give me a second here. Okay. Hopefully that is still working. Should be. Okay. Let's try a Kurast Bazaar. And I'm going to try and run for Opusite. Do I want to put any of these in? What is my worst? That's good. That's max. That's close to max. That's not great. Ooh, that's a good point, isn't it? That's max. That's a good point. While I'm thinking about it, no, I'll do this first. Someone needs to remind me that I need to go to the den after this. I need to make a D4 journal. Down, around, and out. Okay. Okay. This one's not a great level. This is not a great level. I'm not even... I'm going to complete 2, but I'm going to have to do a lot in the 3rd level. Often you're a long way to 4 before you even enter the 3rd level.
Impressive. Unfortunate.
Okay, I'm a long way to 4 before entering the... And this is just a long path through, so I just need to run through and kill mobs on the way. Okay. So there's 4. Pray tell. 1200 up your side. Okay. Iron Rain. Do not need Iron Rain. But I don't remember seeing it before, so I'll bet it's an upgrade. No, it's not. It is just junk.
Come back if you need the forge.
I probably need the forge, actually. Now, I do need to, and this is something I had forgotten, but did remember. So if I'd forgotten it, but then remembered, had I actually forgotten? I'm on the same difficulty. I've lowered the difficulty. I've been doing Torment 4 for a couple of sessions. I'm back on Torment 3 because I want to play something silly fun. Okay, Mercenary Report, bam, bam. Close, Mercenary Report, bam, bam. Close. Okay, great. Thank you. Now, I want to go here. Frosty Strides. I don't think I'm using Frosty Strides. I am not using Frosty Strides. Do I care about the hat? I do not. So I do a reroll. Inner Calm. I used Inner Calm on the previous build. I'm not using it on this one. Don't care about the amulet. I'll take the cache. I'll take the cache. Take the augment.
Did I count it out right?
Snap Frozen. Don't care. Take the cache. Vengeful Black Rail. No.
I like seeing what Papa's friends collect.
I'll do one more restock. Volatile Shadows, I don't think I'm using. I should make a list, but I haven't done that. That'll do for now. Bam. Stuff. Bam. Crap stuff. Bam. More crap stuff. Bam. Stuff. Bam. Crap stuff. Bam. Fragments. Thank you. Bam. Okay, double ancient gloves. With crit strike dance and dexterity. Those are really, really good if... Is it crit strike? No, it's crit strike damage I wanted. Blast. Because my crit strike chance comes from something else. So... And that's giving me Frosty Strides, which I don't use. But I am just going to pump it away so I don't have to think about it anymore. All junk. I think, at least I think all junk. Yes, all junk. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. Next. Stuff. More gloves. Probably not. Why does it always have to be gloves? No. No. Say farewell to Junkie Wood. No glove, no love. It's not on, it's not on. So what I think has happened is you've probably had a situation where you've got development team 1 has basically gone, players are just getting too many gem fragments. So they've gone, okay, we'll tune down the gem fragments in the game. Development team 2 has been told players have too many gem fragments. So they've turned, okay, what we'll do is we'll add this thing which will use the players' gem fragments in a really interesting way. And development team 3 has gone, we're making the season mechanic and players have all of these gem fragments. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it that the season mechanic is these really powerful items that players can make with their gem fragments, and they feel good by all of these gem fragments that they've got. And finally, they'll feel good because of all of the gem fragments that they've got. And none of these teams have spoken to each other. So there have been 2 mechanics that have increased the use of gem fragments added, and it feels like the amount of gem fragments dropping has been lowered. So it just feels like there's this massive disconnect. And I've worked in large development teams. That sort of stuff happens all the time. I was just thinking I haven't seen the Butcher in a while.
Death
But I think the way to fix it would be probably drop the amount of fragments needed for making those occult gems by more than a half. Like, probably down to a third, if not... Like, they're saying that they need 50,000, probably down to, like, 12,500. And the ones that are 100,000, probably drop them down to 25. Because it's just too much. A long way away, Chip. It was less than 3 months ago, to give you a hint.
A fine deal. Another time, then.
And then I will be 55. Not doing that one. Let's do that one. You are correct, Ignition. It is in December. Just. It's not quite the same day, but it's close enough that we celebrate it on effectively the same day. Fell's birthday is the day before mine. And to give you a hint, it's not in the same month. There's a herb here somewhere. Vermin! Why do we fall? Every single content creator is also saying that with the whispers effects, they're kind of over you having to hand them in. Like, let people just do an entire area or two and then go hand in bulk.
It is done.
And
Oh, what? Okay. I'm suffering a little bit from keyboard failure.
Rare and beautiful.
Rare and beautiful. Well, I am in my mid-50s, so... There's a herb in here somewhere. Possible I've clicked on it. Nope. Well, I was born in 1970. Fell is a child of the 60s. Was that a triple ancestral ring? Definitely want to pay attention to that. I'm not going to get anything for this, am I? Yeah, the fact that you stop earning favors when you hit 10 is just annoying.
It is done.
That looks worn. I can fix it.
An upgrade to might. How is that an upgrade to might? But okay.
I can break that down.
My might is obviously terrible. $7.5 to $8.5. Thank you. Retirement here used to be 65. We think now it's going to be closer to 75. And I don't even consider retirement to be something I will see. All of my friends around my age aren't even considering retirement as a thing. Double frog? What is going on? Why do we have double frogs? There were double frogs. That is incredibly weird.
Impressive. Unfortunate.
Oh, the retirement my grandparents knew is definitely no longer a thing. This has been a good season. It's kind of a shame I picked a build that I've not really enjoyed much. But that's on me. I may have been better off if I'd picked something like Barbarian this season, but I didn't. I mean, it's not been terrible. And I found bits of it relaxing, I suppose.
It is done.
It's never going to work.
Los and far.
Precious stones to catch the light. Bless and thank you.
This is the problem.
carry the best. A fine deal. May the light keep you.
Yeah, how am I going on diamond fragments now? Terribly.
Very good. Thank you.
Jade crossbow,
Let's see us.
star shards. Okay, so chest piece with lightning res. No. So chest. No. So no. No. Well, maybe. Actually, maybe. Well, the ring I've got. So on ring, crit strike damage, dexterity, and resist. Oh, no. I'm sure there's some builds that would love that. Mine is not it.
Come back if you need the forge. The forge is ready for whatever you need. Don't ruin all that work.
I really need to get an ancestral of the sword that unfortunately seems to only drop from in here. Okay. No, no, no. So it's Ether Rush, which is not great, but better than the other two. What I wanted was Hellborn and then Hellborn, or Hellborn then increased speed of events, then Hellborn, then increased speed of events, then Hellborn. Those crossbows off screen that are shooting me from off screen and chain freezing me because there's more than one of them. So one of them shoots me and freezes me. I get unfrozen. The other one shoots me and freezes me. It's all of these ones too. They're off screen shooting me and freezing me. terrible. 50% faster, it's got to be that one. And then I hope for Hellborn. We'll go with this one and then hope. Any more speed increases are silly at this point. I'm not getting much ether out of this, is the problem. Like, I'm in wave 4 and I've got almost no ether because none of the things that are spawning are dropping much ether. Man. Yeah, this is not going. This is a bad run. And I need to get the chest at the end to have a chance at the weapon that I'm doing this for. I mean, I'd like Obusite as well. Freezing crossbow shooting me from off screen that I can only kill if I'm standing near it. These freezing crossbows are just terrible. Because they mean that I can't actually go around and do the things that need to be done. Unfortunately, now it's got to be Soul Spires. Terrible. Wow. Terrible run. I don't know that I'm going to get to the 200 I need. Let's do the butcher. Oh man. I don't want Burning Rain. I don't want Summoned Lords. Oh good god, it's going to be potion cooldown and I don't like it. Where'd the lords? Where'd the Aether? I thought I spawned the Aether, or maybe I killed them and by the arrows I'd left behind. That can happen.
We shall deliver judgment. Step forward.
I'm stepping forward. What is going on? Now this costs 200. I have 257, so I'm not going to get much materials. Did not drop the sword I need. So that went awfully. It has rollen awfully. Sticker thought. I don't even know what that is.
The forge is ready. For
Upgrade
whatever.
to trick shot. I don't think I'm using trick shot. I am not using trick shot. And I don't care about the amulet.
Break that down.
I don't really care about a Crown of Lucian, and don't care about those pants. And the rest of it goes away.
Bless and thank you.
But I come back
How
here.
can I help?
I don't need to repair, but I do want to masterwork, and I want to masterwork that ring.
Rare to have something so fine.
I'll take it. That will be good. What do I need to do to complete this? I'm close to this, actually. And I'm close to this. And I'm fairly close to this. This would be easier, though. Actually... Ooh. Let's move that window out of the way so I can see what this one is saying. Because that... Okay. It shouldn't take me too long. To grind up some... I mean, Helltides, which normally felt so fast, are going to feel so slow compared to the Witch events.
Impressive, unfortunately.
And people are going to hate going back to the Aberrant Cinder thing where the items that you're getting from the Witch events stay with you. It's like, hang on, why do I have to lose my forgotten souls at the end of every Helltide? It's like, oh, just cause. It's like, but that's... trying to run around and kill monsters to increase my threat level. Because you're not going to encounter other people in Helltides anymore. Oh. 15 minutes on the world boss. Okay. I think all of my elixirs have worn it. So I should be going bam, bam, bam. Okay, great. Now this is going to be tricky, because in order for the Hellspire to work, I need to stay in the ring. But this build jumps me around so much. So I'm having to not use several of my abilities. I was hoping this would be a way to build up some threat. It didn't do too bad. Got a few harbingers out of it. That got me about halfway. So I need to do that again. But the Helltide finishes soon, so I'm not going to be able to. But I think my hatred level carries over. But if I can pull this off, that'll help a lot. What is going on? Like, that was way outside of its normal range. Okay. That thing just freaked me out. Sorry? So the sword... Crit strike damage, dexterity, maximum life. So that is a good roll, a maximum roll, and... Oh, no, it's not, actually. It's a minimum roll. But the one I've got has got a moderately good roll. Maybe... Don't care about the helm, don't care about the helm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trash the junk. I'm going to put sword aside as a look at later. I'm going to put these...
Bless and thank you. Come back and see us.
I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to say, can I have some swords, please? I think it's sword I want. Yes. Because there's a chance he can sell me the sword. See?
Good rubbish.
It used to be a good way of getting uniques last season, and then they've nerfed it at the same time as...
Thank you.
...4 minutes to the world boss. So, the world boss is apparently in Nahantu. Oh, let's hand in the Tree of Whispers. Then try and find the world boss. Because it's not showing me where the world boss is, because I have to hand in my whispers.
It is done.
Okay, let's try for that. There's a chance that that will have what I need. Very slim. It did not.
A fine deal.
Cursed Touch. No. But now I should be able to see the world boss in Nahantu. Oh, so when you're in Helltides, there's those demon worms that come and spit out demons. They used to happen all the time. It's just I haven't been doing a lot of Helltide this season. Because they've kind of made Helltide redundant this season, with the exception of you need to do a couple for the season journey. Okay, I just got swamped. Hopefully there'll be enough people in Torment 3 for me to actually... There's a few people here. I have reached my destination. So I believe what I want to do is sort of go over here and connect up here, and then I can remove these.
Your last stupid mistake.
So it's possible I could remove some of these, connect up, remove these and put them back in. How long do I have? 51 seconds. I'm not going to do it now.
There are so many ways I can kill you. Yes. I'll be seeing you. There are so many ways I can kill you. Yes.
You have made a grave mistake this day.
Yes.
Wow, got hit by that once. And that was enough to completely wipe out my health bar. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play a rogue like this again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Like a true warrior. Thank you.
Well done.
Hang on, I picked up a grand cache. I must have opened the grand cache. That's fine. So, let's come over here. So, Accursed Touch. Again, I don't think I'm using it, but maybe I am. I am not. And it's a dagger, so it go bye-bye.
Come back if you need the forge.
I've many fine pieces. Very good. Thank you.
I absolutely need the forge to repair.
Use it well.
Junk, junk, and sword, junk. All junk, go bye-bye.
The forge
Okay,
is
now,
always hot.
what I do want to try and do to finish this off is let's go to the Helltide and try and finish that off, because if I can finish that off, then I can have a look and see what I need to do to finish the season journey. And then everything I do after that is like, yeah, do I care? Oh, it resets your hatred level now at the start of a new Helltide. Well, that kind of sucks. I didn't think it did that. But yes, it do. That was some hatred. I think it's there that I'm headed. I could be wrong. The hatred, she is growing. Oh, it requires 150 cinders. Okay, well, I'm not doing that. Feels like so much of this stuff is bugged at the moment. Nowhere near as bugged as No Man's Sky is right now. I ask myself, why aren't I playing Cyberpunk?
Hello.
There's likely to be another lamprey thing in a couple of minutes, if all goes well. Can't even see there. Hatred level's not going up very quickly. It's almost like these mobs aren't contributing to it at all. Yeah, it's almost like these mobs aren't contributing to it at all. Which is kind of awful. Yeah, I didn't get any out of that. Okay, back to the Tree of Whispers. Why my hatred stopped going up?
Well, you see, you're trying to get the thing where you have to kill monsters at maximum hatred, so if you got to maximum hatred, you could actually do that, and therefore...
I know that's not the way it works, but it kind of feels that way sometimes.
A fine being.
Is my hatred even going up anymore, or is it going up slower because there's other people around or something? Or is it stopped going up because there's other people going around?
I don't know.
I'm going to move on and see if it goes up. See, it's already gone up further. Let's get out of this area. The question is, will I be able to get back there while I'm at maximum hatred? Will be an interesting question. I'm really close. Assuming the other people are there. There we go. Thorn in Hell. Got it. Go for the chest, and then let's get out of here.
God, again with the dungeon keys.
A good business and fortune to you.
I should do those. Where's the cache? I thought you were supposed... Is the mother's thing gone already? Apogeic Furor is something I'm using. So, we come to here. We absolutely salvage that. That's a maximum roll.
There's that.
Thank you.
If you want work done, let's get started.
So my gloves, which weren't a maximum roll, will go from casting an ultimate damage by 9.6 up to 100. So, bam. They just got better.
How can I help?
And everything else is junk.
Bless and thank you.
How am I going for diamond fragments? Nowhere near it. How am I supposed to make that work? So what... Thing is, these things require me... Even that requires me to have so many fragments. Upgrade witchcraft powers to rank 20. Maybe I can do some of this. I can't do the expensive ones, but maybe I can do some of these cheap ones. Like, this is the one I want to upgrade. But that's going to use most of my gems. There we go. And increase my standing with the Coven to rank 20. If we actually have a look, I'm pretty damn close. See, 20... See, I'm really close. But the thing is, that's... Like, this is supposed to be not even the final part. So, complete 5 whispers within 15 minutes. Done. I've done that 5 times. Open 25 exposed roots within 15 minutes. Are you kidding? They're even hard to click on. Within Torment 4. You kidding me? 2 legendary ceremony shrines. I haven't even tried a root hold in Torment 4. 750 Aether in a single run of Infernal Hordes. Complete Artificers tier 75 or higher in Pit of the Artificer. 250 Fonsters before the Hellborn's arrival after increasing your threat level to How am I going to complete this season journey? I don't know how I'm going to complete this. And this is the thing I want, because I would like the pet. Yeah, we'll see. For now, though, what time is it? It's 12:30. Do I want to go and do another quick run of these? Yeah, let's do it.
Nobody walks anymore.
I may just be playing the wrong class, but I don't want to change now. Maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe I roll a necro. Because opening 15 routes or whatever or 25 routes means you have to snipe from other people. So you have to follow other people around and hit theirs. Now, I'm not on Torment 4, so I can't achieve that stuff here. I mean, D4 is definitely more engaging than Last Epoch at the moment, and definitely more engaging than Path of Exile, which is a benefit. Are you going this way? Excellent. Because I can click on that. Then click on that. Then click on that, maybe, if it'll let me.
I am in your debt, stranger.
Now, I'm not going to get the reward for doing this because I've already got my 10 whispers. It's... And if you're doing these, then you're not... Like, if you do these ones where you're hunting the heads, you're not getting progress towards the doing them in a fast period of time. So the fact that these events take a few minutes is actually meaning that you won't get the achievement, which is... It's just really weird. But if you stay, you get the extra 3, so you want to run away and let other people do them, so you come back while you're farming others. It's just really weird.
Nobody walks anymore.
Ugh.
It is done.
They're always back for.
Precious stones to catch the light. A fine deal.
Apparently the Necromancer is really powerful this season. So, and I did enjoy playing the Summoning Necromancer. So, oh man. Doing the maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll look into the Necromancer. Do the stupid power level trick. Didn't I get anything from this one? No, not really. You can do the season journey on any class. I just thought I would try Rogue because I hadn't played Rogue since the Server Slam about a month before or a few weeks before the game was released. And I enjoyed playing Demon Hunter a lot early on in Diablo 3, so I thought I'd give the Rogue a shot. Where's this? There. God, these are hard to see. This is going to be the one that spawns the... I don't know. So I thought I'd give it a try. And I've had fun with this build. I just don't seem to be able to make it work. And that's probably a Brimster skill issue. Oh dear. There's 20.
Impressive. Unfortunately
Okay. I'm kind of enjoying it, but I might give it a switch at some point. Try the Necromancer, see how it goes. I could use Whisper Caches to power level it, but we'll see how I go with that one too. So, all of this is junk and gets sold. So sell, 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 and sell. This gets... Actually, before I do it, I'm going to go hand in the other Whisper Cache. And then on the way back, I'm going to hand in level 20. So, Tree of Whispers, one-handed weapons, because there is a chance, really, really, really slim. This gets me level 20, which completes the season journey. Well, it completes that part of the season journey. This is going to give me a Resplendent Spark. This is going to give me... And then there was the Gift of the Tree. I'm enjoying the Gift of the Trees. When they stop, that's going to kind of suck a little. Okay, so let's do this. So that is a dagger which is imitated imbuement, which I'm not using. That is a ring which is infiltrators, which I don't want. So those junk pieces go away. Dagger is junk. Sword is probably junk. Actually, maybe not. No, that sword is not junk. Dagger is junk. So the junk goes away and the sword goes in here for looking at later and is definitely not junk because that was a good roll, I think. The stats were in the right order. So that's good. Good God. Dungeons again I can't open. Spend more time salvaging dungeon keys. I need to run a bunch of those. I really do. So the good thing about it is there's always content to run.
The forge is ready for whatever you need.
So let's go and sell
Very good. Thank you.
those. Pick this up. Talk to you. The chest piece is no good. The bow is no good. The gloves are no good. So I will salvage all the junk.
If you need the forge.
Very good. Thank you.
And I will do that. And call that this session, I think. Yeah, I think I will call that this session. I've had fun with... Oh, no. Actually, I am going to try and do this. So what I need to do is the 3 points will allow me to do the connect up now. Because I need those 3 points to connect up. So if I take these out, I can take those. Then I can take out all of those. I can put these 3 back in. The connection is done. I'm in the glyph. And I think I have all of this level done now. So I'm now moving on to the next level of glyph power. I mean, that's just more damage. Damage is not my problem. Survivability is my problem. Where am I going to get survivability? Where am I going to get survivability? Damage reduction up here. So I'm coming this way. And I'm aiming for this stuff. This stuff is also survivability, so this will be next. Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching. I mean, that's assuming I stay on the road. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to do more Diablo 4 today, and here's hoping by the time I get back to doing more gaming that they've patched No Man's Sky and I'll be playing that. But this season's still got like 2 months to run. So, and I enjoy Diablo 4, so it's possible I'll come back and just indiscriminately, occasionally just decide to have fun with it. We'll see what happens. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had fun. Thank you for the company. Really appreciated it. And as always, good luck finding your paradise planet. Bye everyone.